Nuggets trailed by 3 points at half last night to the T-Wolves in Denver, and I'm thinking, okay, here we go. But as usual, Nuggets turned it on the second half, pulled away to win by 9, 116-107. Ho-hum, it now looks like the Nuggets, again, will be the 1 seed with home court advantage throughout the Western Conference playoffs. So, Paul, here we go again. Are the Nuggets locks to win the West?
They are super locked.
Yeah, super lock.
A super lock.
All right.
I mean, a Gorilla Glue lock. I mean, you got the best player. He just wrapped up the MVP last night.
Yeah.
Denver is 33-8 at home. I don't see nobody beating them at home in the playoffs. It's just tough to go into Denver. It's the altitude. You can't breathe up there.
Yeah.
They're playing their best basketball as we speak. And I just saw this man dominate who everybody believes is going to be the defensive player of the year.
Yeah.
Now, if there's anybody that can slow him down or stop him, it should be Rudy Gobert, right? But when I see him shoot 16 for 20 and give him 40, one of his most efficient games of the year.
He did.
This is the defensive player of the year?
Yeah.
I mean, he just made him look bad. And if he's going to do this throughout the course of the playoffs and have home court advantage, they should roll through the West, I believe. I mean, it's only like one team, I believe, that can even... I thought it was them, actually. I thought it was Minnesota was the one team that could probably give them a challenge. But when I see what he did to Gobert, and I'm like, you know what? They could just say, we're going to put Gobert on him, play him straight up, and let's stop all these other guys. Well, they tried that. So they not only didn't stop him, they didn't stop the other guys either. Because I thought the strategy for him was like, all right, let him get 40 and limit his assist. Yeah. And they did that, but they still won. So I don't even know a clear game plan for the Joker or how you defend them or how you defend this team. They have great chemistry. I mean, I don't see it. They got the most unselfish superstar in the league.
Who they running from, Paul?
They're not running from nobody.
Okay, who is it that they don't want to see then?
I thought it was Minnesota could probably match up with them a little better than anyone because they got a defensive player of the year.
They don't have Karl Anthony.
They don't have Towns yet, but even if he does come back, I don't know. Is he going to be in shape? Is he going to have a rhythm? How's the chemistry going to be with the team again? So
you don't give Dallas an opportunity.
They're close. They're close, but
see, because when I look at it now, Skip, I'm saying to myself, Minnesota, OKC doesn't do it for me. Sacramento doesn't do it for me. Phoenix is giving them run for their money despite what we think about Phoenix in the one-offs. They've kind of, beat them, toyed with them, whatever, made them sweat a little bit. The Lakers, I look back to last year, if we clean up our last 5 minutes and AD come to the party and play and all of our guys are healthy,
true, I
think we can pop them and send them packing. I want to see them early. I don't want to see them late. So then you talk about that. We talk about how Golden State is all of a sudden, playing at a championship level like we've seen them do in the past. Are we not giving them any opportunity and hope if they would have seen them? I don't know. The Clippers, they seem like they got the Clippers number. But that's in the regular season. What does it look like in the playoffs?
Yeah.
When it comes playoff time, so I'm not ready to just crown them as the Western Conference champions playing against the Boston Celtics in the NBA Finals. I'm willing to say that any of the teams that I named, from the Lakers to the Suns to the Golden State Warriors, Clippers and the Mavs, if they see them, I think they're going to give them a run for their money and fight with them. They're going to take them all the way down. All the way down.
By the way, the T-Wolves and the Thunder won their season series against Denver.
Yeah.
But when it's push to shove time, when it's time, listen, in the fourth quarter last night, Joker makes all 3 of his shots, and he goes 3 of 4 at the free throw line. He scores 9 points. And by the way, that Christian Brown, Paul and I were talking about it in the break, but listen, he comes off the bench. He went 3 for 3 in the fourth quarter. Now he's the Bruce Brown role, right?
Dunked on Rudy Gobert.
He did. He dunked on Gobert. And all of a sudden you're saying, because I didn't think they had much bench, but he's kind of become their Bruce Brown bench, right?
Right.
Okay. I'm going to say this again. There's one player out there who can do what Minnesota can't do, and it's Anthony Davis. I don't care what you say. If he's right, if he's healthy and mentally healthy and locked in, you can't tell me that the Lakers can't match up with them because he can match up with Joker. I saw it last year.
You saw him get dominated last year.
Yeah, but I
got dominated.
At the end of games, he did, but they were right there 4 straight times.
The only way you offset Joker is you put up the same numbers as him. That's the best defense you can give Joker. If he goes for 30 and 15, AD got to go for 30 and 15.
Yeah, but you don't necessarily, AD doesn't necessarily have to go for 30 and 15.
Yes, he does.
No,
yes, he does.
Because I can get LeBron and I can get Russ to do.
You cancel each other out.
But if
he's getting 41, 11, and 7, and Gobert is giving me dust.
No, but that's
I mean,
that's Rudy. But that's
come
Rudy.
on.
I'm talking about the Lakers and Anthony Davis and LeBron James. And if D'Lo comes to the party, unlike last year, and all of a sudden Reeves start knocking down shots like he's capable of doing, you gonna make up whatever little bit of difference that Anthony Davis doesn't give you on the points and the assists and the rebounds from those
Just
other guys.
look at it like this. If he cancels out Joker, because he had a phenomenal game. I remember game 1, Anthony Davis, he went for like 33 and 15 or something like that. That's canceling him out. Now you got to look at the other pieces. This is what I said earlier. Listen, if they just win their matchup, D'Lo, Reeves, that's why you need Anthony Davis to come with it. You're not looking for him to stop. You're not stopping.
But if D'Lo gonna knock down, if D'Lo gonna give you 23, right? Let's just say
he should win his matchup right there.
You gonna win
or
that matchup.
That's even out. Jamal Murray will give you 23.
But then I can get 18 out of Austin Reeves.
All right.
And then I'm going to get another 28 out of LeBron.
That's what they got to do.
And Rui played big against
them. And then I can get 15 out of Rui.
That's what they got to do. It's not about how you defend Joker, because I think teams get too caught up on, like, how do we stop him? How do we slow him down? And we're not seeing that. That's not going to happen. You got to offset him and cancel him out with your offensive play. Don't worry about doubling him. Let him get 10, 12 assists.
Well, we tried that. That didn't work.
Yeah, that don't work. That don't work.
He had
that don't work.
Not Rui. Who was it that we kept?
Rui guarding him?
Yeah, Rui guarding him and pushing AD to him.
Yeah, because they like AD to help side, the way he helps sides.
That's how they did it.
Yeah, and that don't work.
They tried that last night. Minnesota tried that with
don't work.
They tried that with somebody last night. It was Gobert and somebody else, and they just get the ball.
Well, Nas Reed.
Nas Reed, that's what it was, Nas Reed.
Who comes here and makes 6 threes against you guys, and last night he was 0 for 4.
And can't make a 3 to save his life.
No. And he's 7 feet tall.
Yeah.
Look, even if they get Karl Anthony back, there's just something missing in Minnesota to me. Every time I watch him, I just can't believe in him. Even Anthony Edwards, he's got some Jordan going on. I get that, but it's like he hadn't arrived maturity-wise where he's the guy, where he just says, get out of my way, I got this. And they got all kinds of pieces. They're the #1 defensive team, but I don't trust them in a big postseason game. And this had playoff sort of feel, vibe to it. In the
there was a lot on the line, #1 seed.
Yeah, this was it. And in the fourth quarter, it was all Joker all the time. And what's killer about Joker is if he gets the ball at the top of the circle and he's just standing there and he kind of sizes you up and you're like, you're backed off him 3 or 4 feet, he says, all right, I got this. And he'll shoot it into the ceiling. He'll shoot it in the rafters and it'll swish. And if he's got that going, it's hard to beat. And he had that going against the Lakers last year.
Yeah, we got to come to the party, though. That's our biggest thing is the guys that we had that was our, whatever you want to call it, role players, have got to pick up the $2 million legs in LeBron James in the fourth quarter. If he decides that all of a sudden he's wearing and tearing, they got to step up, man. That's just the way it is. You do not win, and Paul can speak to this, NBA titles if your role players don't participate.
Yeah, Austin Reeves last year in the fourth quarters, the 4 fourth quarters. Yeah, Austin Reeves shot 7 out of 8.
Maybe this year, because last year I'm not doing it. Maybe this year
you feature him a little bit.
Give him a little more opportunity.
Yeah.
So you think Lakers are the best matchup in Denver?
I do. Boy, I definitely do.
Yeah, because if you think about it, who else is? And I'm just looking at point.
Well, I thought Minnesota.
Who else?
I thought
that big that Minnesota has.
You need Karl Towns back.
But that big that Minnesota has isn't the same big that we have. No. That's the difference. So when you look at everybody else,
that's why they need Karl Towns.
Everybody else is big. Phoenix, nothing. Nothing in Golden State.
Nothing.
Karl Anthony Towns, I mean, we don't even know what that's going to be.
Nothing in Dallas.
Nothing in Dallas. So when you start breaking it all the way down.
What about Clippers? What about Clippers? Clippers are...
I mean, he kind of dogs out
Zoo.
Yeah, he dog him out, too. Dog him out.
But they got enough firepower.
They got enough firepower. They do have... But what's their record against the the Clips this year. I think they 3-1, and they might be 4-0 against the Clips this year.
Not sure. Yeah.
Yeah, they popped them a couple times. They didn't have no Murray, no Joker, and beat the Clippers here at Staples Center. And beat them, too.
Right.
So what you need is for the Lakers to somehow scratch and claw out of the play-in to the 8th spot and become the 8th seed, right?
Yeah, I had it all written down. Let me see here. Yeah, I got my Lakers sitting at 9, winning. Then
What you gonna do with it if they don't make the playoffs? What you gonna do?
Man, let me finish. I got the Lakers at 9, going up against the Kings that lose to the Suns. I got the Suns bouncing to the Timberwolves.